Hello and welcome back everybody to a brand new video. So today we are back for the No Man's Sky series. Now, we've got a little bit of explaining to do. We had a couple of issues with episodes that were doubling up on audio, and what basically happened is the audio was corrupt, basically meaning that all of my progress that I made on video was lost. Now, let's go ahead and do this and do this. We have a new weapon. We have a brand new multi. I cannot remember for the life of me how I managed to find it or what I did to get it, but we have it. We have lots of things to do to it to make it the best it possibly can be, but we have a brand new tool. Now, obviously, getting rid of all of this will allow us to do a lot more. It'll do us the terrain manipulator, you know what I mean? We can fully upgrade it, right? We did actually almost have a ship, basically, but because I had to save and come out of the game, we lost a sec. Other than that, I don't think there's anything major in terms of progress on what we've kind of missed. We killed some sentinels. We can sell this for 480 nanites. We gathered some copper. We basically have everything that's same. We've made a couple of changes at our home planet. Now, I know we are not on our home planet right now. Okay, so what we've actually got to do, because we are basically just completing, I think, let's have a look actually. I should be able to show you this. So if we go ahead and look on this, so Alone Amidst the Stars, sorry. This is our mission at the moment. So we're locating a long distance transmitter. Now, I don't actually know what I was doing to get to this point, because in my last episode, basically, for us to make more progress than what we were, we would have basically needed to... We had to come off from having just progress made in a video. It wasn't a very viable option because we were consistently struggling. So all I did is I basically just went around, was mining. Obviously, I've got now an abundance of copper because we actually died in one of the episodes. So, that being said, right, I'm actually going to take us to this mission here. I'm going to take us to the Hollow Terminus. Because we do... here we go. I can remember this. So, I can actually remember how I got the new tool, right? So, basically, I was exploring killing sentinels and farming nanites, because that is a fantastic way of farming nanites, so we can get better things for our ship, our home, so on and so forth, right? And what happened is, basically, I got to the last tier. Once I got to the last tier, it allowed me to then complete a mission, which was basically, you go to a sentinel base? I think it basically is what it is, like a sentinel base. So what we did is went over there, and there was nothing actually there of no. It was more of you had the option of destroying a couple of the bits of what they had. So I basically just went in there, ransacked the sentinel base, destroying some bits, which managed to then get me this for free, which is quite cool. Oh, I thought it was going to go in there then. Yeah, like it's quite actually, it's not as good as what we currently have right now. But obviously, it definitely allows us to... I think this is a little bit more efficient. And with it being a higher class mining beam, obviously, I assume it would be a lot better in the long run. But I don't quite. So that would be nice for us to get, because obviously we do need a better technologies. Because I don't know if it was actually in an episode where I was recording at the time, or if it was something. But basically, we died, so we lost absolutely everything that we kind of built up for, which was quite peak. Right, so we're going to make ourselves our terrain, which obviously we desperately need anyway. Because to go and get ourselves the hidden technology, which should be around here. There we are. Right below us. So yeah, we lost all of ours, which is quite unfortunate, but it happens because obviously we did die. We weren't playing recklessly, but obviously it wasn't fantastic. Now this looks absolutely sick, by the way. This looks fantastic. So we've actually got to go up here, and this is our next, I guess, mission that we're doing. It is really annoying me that I've had to skip on progress for the videos, because I do not like... You will see time cuts, you'll see time skips of where I've wanted to, because it's quite boring. But in terms of progress, it's so frustrating, because it just makes me... I don't know, I just do not like that. Anyway, so let's go ahead and get all the way up here. Okay, this is quite cool. Holographic comms, and we have to repair it with sodium. And what does that do for us then? This is the question. Tune to Artemis's frequency. Okay, this is quite cool. What? Oh shit. Oh shit. Okay, this is so cool. What? This looks mad. This actually looks insane. Anomaly detected. Oh shit, awaken. Okay, what are we doing now? Have we got a fight? I don't even think I've got mentioned nada. Okay, and then what's this upload data? Agree with the plan. So we're going to be building signal boosters. Well, let's go ahead, because we're actually probably going to die here. Okay, we can make that easy. Okay, that's quite cool. Let's just quickly get inside of here, otherwise we're going to lose our thermal protection. Right, this is interesting. We now have an alien contact, and the contact is... This is quite wild. So, I'm actually going to take us back to our base, because we did make a little bit of progress. Now, I've got a couple of things that I think I should be able to do. Rocket... Oh, yeah, we've got the... I was about to say we've got a rocket launcher. So, we're going to need some... We're going to need to make what we have like what we had. Now, we do have a much better avenue of now having a guaranteed way of farming what we need, and that is nanite. If we wanted to, we could just simply kill a sentinel, farm them all the way up, and I'm not sure if it's a guaranteed thing, but it will basically then spawn or allow you to track the sentinel base, and that will then mean that you can go and get more and more nano. So let's go ahead and land down, because I think we need to I need to show you a couple of things of what we missed. So if you can't quite see, we've actually got I don't know if this is in the last episode, but we've got ourselves a solar panel. So we lost a lot. We did. We lost a lot. At one point, we had 18 salvage data ready to use them, and then we unfortunately died, making it much harder for us to obviously use them, because we lost all of them, because that's what happened. Now, obviously, we did actually have the access to our weapon, but what happened is because I got the new weapon, it basically forces you to switch out. Like, you can't just have two at a time, so to speak. So it forced me to switch out, so obviously we don't actually have but it just meant that I'm now starting to gather more and more resources and more things for the game. Now, we desperately need, obviously the reason why I just emptied my inventory is because, I'm not being funny, but most of what we have, we just need to get rid of anyway. So we can make room to make other bits. Because we need to make our advanced mining laser. We need to make a bolt caster. All things that we do not have on this new mining beam. So we're quite, we're not back to square one per se. We're definitely a little bit of a different level to what we were. So I'm actually going to go ahead and quickly just put back in so we can keep our resources. I'm going to put back into the biofuel reactor so we can keep the charge, because that should now be 100%. It is, so now we've got 50 hours. Right, so I'm going to do this. Let's go to a station. Right, so we're at a station. Now we've got, what, 500,000? But we have, more importantly, 1,000 nanites. So, that's definitely not what I wanted to do. So, let's go ahead, right? So, this is for our ship, if I'm correct. No, this is actually our exosuit, so this will actually be good for us. But if we look here, these are all of the words that we know, everything that we're missing. So this is why it's always good to keep having a look at the words. Now, if you look, we could do a movement module. We can increase our movement for our jetpack. We could do a better life support module. Because we have 1,000 nanites, we have that option. Toxic protection, which could actually be really good for us, and I think that would probably be better. I'm going to buy that. I bought that because it's going to allow us to do a lot more with ourselves. Now, multi-tool research. Let's have a look at multi-tool research, because we need to have a look. So, we already have a good mining beam. We don't need a better one. We could actually end up getting something to do with plasma launcher. Bolt caster module, that's a C. I think ours is already a C anyway. I want to actually have a look at this. What's our bolt caster? So, our bolt caster's already C. So, we don't need... We could actually buy a C-class bolt caster. We do need these, though. We need to get rid of these, because it's going to allow us to clear out a lot more of this and have a lot more upgrades, which is a fantastic. While we've got an A class, we have I think we've got either the best or second best class. So we went and solved that cluster, but it's allowed us to do this: buy the best mining beam module. We now have, so if we then let's say we store that technology, right? Let's store it. Let's put it in our inventory. Go to our multi-tool, and then so we've just gone and bought a mining beam module. So if we go ahead and install that, we're going to be able to install it on here. Now look at what it costs. Is it actually going to cost anything for us? Well, it's not. Super light, a supreme upgrade for the mining beam, an almost total rework of the mining beam. This upgrade module brings unparalleled improvements to overheat, downtime, mining speed, fuel efficiency, and heat dispersion. Mate, this is going to be so good. So good. And we still have 400 nanites left. So let's go ahead and have a look, because I think one of the biggest things for us, I think we definitely need a ship upgrade. I think that would be actually massive. Maybe something to do with the launch pad to be a little bit more efficient. So C-class launch thrusters. What about B-class? Phase beam. What's this? Is that a... damage output. Oh, okay. C-class phase beam. B-class phase beam. We desperately need... I think we've already got B-class launch thrusters. I think. So I don't want to buy anything. If we have a look at our starship, what have we got? We've already got B-class efficiency thrusters. So we realistically then, if we get... So we've already got the photon cannon. We need the phase beam then, surely. That's basically like this. I want to get something for our starship. Phase beam, photon cannon, pulse engine, hyperdrive, cyclotron. Okay, that sounds quite mad. Infra knife. I'm just going to go for a B-class phase beam. Not going to spend too much. I don't want to spend too much. But if we go ahead and do this, so we can actually install the toxic protection. So this is supreme toxic protection. We can consistently recharge this. And then if we go ahead and go to a phase beam and install that, we now have a B-class phase beam. So we should actually be able to engage in starship battles a lot better. And doing a lot more damage. Meaning we'll be able to take on a lot harder foes. I think that should be pretty much what we're there for, really. So I actually just want to have a look. See what I can sell out of my... So we'll sell that. We'll sell the suspicious packet because we don't want to consistently get... basically shit from going in and out of places. Right, so we've got 900,000 at the moment. We need to buy some wiring looms. I know that is 100% what we need to do. So I'm going to buy 5 wiring looms. Because if we go ahead and look at our multi-tool, wiring loom. We've got 2 wiring looms that we're going to use. Right, so we've used 2 wiring looms. We need ionized, so we need quite a bit, to be fair with you, to make this basically as best it needs to be. We could buy our microprocessors because I think they're actually quite cheap anyway, so we'll probably actually go ahead and buy those. Wait, is that a guy waving at me? Thought I was an actual person then. I was about to say that's quite cool. Right, so microprocessors. So I can't remember how many we needed. We'll buy 3. We'll buy 3. Ah, we do. So we need hermetic seals and sodium. Right, so I want to look at our starship, right? I want to look at this. So we need... Right, so we need this. We need the hermetic seal and carbon nanotubes. So we can do that, and then where's the hermetic seal? So we need condensed carbon. So if we go back to a base, we are really making waves right now, and I'm so frustrated that I have to do this off camera. I'm so annoyed, but it would have meant that we would have had a lot more that didn't need to be seen because it's just me mindlessly mining with music on and like not saying anything. Will make my mining speed and heat dispersion better. Okay, so then if I then realistically put on the personal force field, install a wiring loom, sort that out. Oh, okay, we're gonna have some dangerous abilities on. Right, so we need ionized cobalt, actually. So we do have some cobalt here, but it's underground is where we have to get cobalt from. So I think we're probably gonna need to go elsewhere to find it. Now, we're definitely going to need some sodium. That's going to be our probably biggest issue is finding sodium. Now, there's some sodium over there. Sodium nitride crystals. Oh, that's lovely. That is absolutely lovely. Oh, right. We have to go there. We have to. We can get this sodium nitride crystals. That's a lot of sodium for us. Not only are we starting to get more and more of it anyway out of like things like this, like look at the ferrite dust, the dehydrogen. Obviously, we're getting quite a decent amount of carbon, oxygen. We could just mine for days, really. Like, nothing's going to really stop us. Decent amount of... Like, 11 oxygen. You know what I mean? It's I'm loving this game, boys. Genuinely, right, ladies and gentlemen, I'm absolutely loving this game. Oh, it's so much better playing this game when it's an actual challenge than when it's just basically... mind-numbing. So much better. Right, so we do need... Oh, shit. We need our mining laser as well. We can't even get that. Can we? Or can we? We're finding more sodium. Oh, yes. Yes. All day, yes, and twice on Sundays. We are finding more and more sodium. No longer a challenge. Right, so Homeboy Sentinel's coming after me, but I'm not really bothered anyway because it's a Sentinel. He's not really going to do anything to me at all. Right. So, okay. Ooh. Right, we need to do a few things. Now, first of all, I want to expand our base. That is something that I would like to do. Now, secondly, I would then like to go ahead and upgrade our ship and our multi-tool. Thirdly, I would like to start to gather a lot more of the other things in the game. Now, we're going to need some chromatic metal. Now, I know that copper isn't as much as an issue. I'm going to go and put all 500 in the portable refiner. So we're only going to be using 250, which is nice. Right, we need ion batteries. And what do we need? So we need cobalt, pyrite dioxide, paraffinium, for quite a bit as well. Phosphorus, ammonia, and uranium. Oh, okay, that's going to be a bit of a harder one to sort out. I need to make sure... Right, so what is... Right, so the reason why as well, right, that I've been putting all of my things in here and kind of storing them as much as I possibly can is only because I do not want to die in any way, shape, or form. Like, I would much rather... As much as it is a bit stupid, but I would much rather store absolutely everything so we have an abundance of materials than die, lose everything, and then have to start again. Like, especially at the stage of the game where I'm at now, where I'm starting to gather a lot more of your upper echelon type things, especially with what I have. So, right, let's go ahead and finish off our multi-tool. Right, so we need sodium. Can we put sodium nitrate in to gather sodium back out? That's the question. Because we don't have any sodium per se, but we have sodium nitrate. So let's go ahead and do that, and then do 232. Right, we're going to do all of this because it's going to allow us to tick off a lot more of what we have. So obviously we need some carbon nanotubes. So let's go ahead and get ourselves out of here because we have now absolutely we do have unlimited mass carbon, really, when you think about it, because we now have the means to be able to farm very efficiently. And let's go ahead on the multi-tool and do the bolt caster. Now we have the bolt caster, we can start to use it. Right, so let's do this then. That's so cool! That is so cool! We have a paralysis gun. What? That is insane. We have a weapon, a means of causing paralysis. Right, so let's go ahead, right, and put 1,000 carbon, or 500 carbon in here. And we're basically going to make as much condensed carbon as we possibly can. Because we're going to need it for the hermetic seals. We're going to go buy 3 more microprocessors. And then once we put the microprocessors, we're then going to leave, we're going to have to find a place where there has cobalt, because I don't think we have any on our planet. And then we're basically good to go from there. Right, I think that's all from me, though. I think, like, obviously, I apologise that it was out of my control, but what's happened with the series, how there has been a definitive jump in progress. But what that's basically allowed me to do is have a little bit more fun with the game. Obviously, I was anyway regardless, but you know what I mean? It just adds a little bit more. So, that's all from me. Thank you very much for watching. Please remember to like, subscribe, comment, all those good things down below, and I'll catch you in the next episode. As always, my friends, sweet.